with his new song, Don't Call It Love. I'd like to thank everybody at WIP for their April Fool's broadcast. This is Cindy Palladino. Stay tuned for John Chambers on WIP Metro Media Radio in Philadelphia.
Bicentennial God Bless America Festival candy. The New Jersey Health Department says beware of it. The candy is being sold on the street by members of the Unification Church. The state of New Jersey says it should not be consumed until the state health department has had a chance to test it for possible contamination, both bacteria and metal filings. Concern arose with a report from police in Elmira, New York, that 9 people there had been sickened after eating the candy. New Jersey authorities say that it's known to have been sold on the street in Lindenwold, Haddon Heights, Audubon, and possibly in Haddonfield. They say simply put it away until the state has had a chance to obtain samples and test it. A number of listeners have called in to say the same candy is being sold by the same group in Philadelphia. There's been no expression of any concern that we're aware of by the health department here. Bicentennial God Bless America Festival candy. New Jersey officials say until it's been cleared, their word to the wise is simply hands off. Mayor Frank Rizzo's budget message contains even more in the way of new taxes than had been discussed earlier. Details on that in 1 minute. In the WIP newsroom, this is Mike Matthews. The news brought to you in part by Household Finance, the company that says never borrow money needlessly. But when you need to borrow, you'll get more than just money from HFC. If all you need is money. Wage tax to 4%. And a new tax of 5 cents a barrel on petroleum products manufactured here. That may bring about a refinery explosion of sorts at the management level. That could be as much as $10,000 a tanker load, the additional cost of doing business estimated by one company. The district attorney, Emmett Fitzpatrick, says now he can get back to the job of running the DA's office. The report of a special investigative committee into 13 counts of alleged unethical conduct was made public earlier today.
The disciplinary panel unanimously recommended that all charges against me be dismissed. I predicted this is what would happen a long time ago. It just took me an awful long time to establish before the public what I already knew, that I had not violated any of the canons of ethics.
CONRAIL has now taken over the Penn Central and the Reading Railroads as of this past midnight. Management in a news conference this morning pledging further improvement of the Northeast Corridor passenger service and explaining that more freight cars are being made available because of a 20% increase in freight business recorded in this, the first day of the nationwide Teamsters strike. The Secretary of Labor has been meeting with both sides in that strike throughout the day. He now reports considerable progress in the negotiations.
You can do it, we can help. 1 calorie diet Pepsi can help. You can do it, we can help. You can do it if you want. A 1 calorie diet Pepsi can help. Yes, you can if you try. 1 calorie diet Pepsi's one good reason why. You can do it if you want. A 1 calorie diet Pepsi can help. Great tasting 1 calorie diet Pepsi can help.
The sound of a zipper, zipping up nice and easy. Sure makes you feel good. So eat right, exercise, and let 1 calorie Diet Pepsi-Cola help. Only 1 calorie and 12 ounces, no sugar, but real cola taste. Come on, you can do it.
You can do it, we can help. You can do it if you want. A 1 calorie Diet Pepsi can help. Great tasting 1 calorie Diet Pepsi can help. You can do it. Diet Pepsi can help.
Things are certainly a lot better than they were this morning, and that's no April Fool's joke. On the Roosevelt Boulevard, northbound approaching 9th Street in the right lane, we have a disabled tractor-trailer. And has traffic sluggish on the boulevard from Broad up to that point. Northbound I-95 is in pretty good shape, heavy for about a quarter of a mile through the construction. On the Schuylkill Expressway, eastbound at South Street, an automobile accident. The cars are now on the shoulder of the road. That's not causing any traffic problems there. Yellow Hill Street from 5th to Broad. Traffic directions have been changed from eastbound to westbound. Burlington-Bristol Bridge expects an opening at 6 p.m. Bruce Lyman reporting.
The U.S. Army has announced plans to close or cut back 29 of its installations to save some $42 million a year in unnecessary overhead. 4,500 civilian jobs would be eliminated, 13,000 transfers of military and civilian personnel made necessary. The list of installations affected does not include Fort Dixon, New Jersey. Those bases in New Jersey and Pennsylvania on the list include a reduction of operations at the Picatinny Arsenal in Dover, New Jersey, the relocation of everything other than reserve activities from Indiantown Gap near Harrisburg, and the consolidation of some operations at the New Cumberland Army Depot, which is also near Harrisburg. Time now for sports. Charlie Swift.
On the surface of it, Chris Evert appears to be the gal who has everything. Youth, good looks, talent, prestige, and wealth all in one package. She's rated the #1 female tennis player in the world. and last year her total winnings topped the $300,000. Despite a first-round upset in Boston last week, Miss Everett came to Philadelphia as the top seed in the Virginia Slims tournament currently underway at the Palestra. And tonight she's expected to avenge that upset when she plays her Boston conqueror, Diane Fromholtz, in the quarterfinals. But the one thing Chris Everett doesn't have is fan support. More and more, she notices the spectators are pulling for whoever she happens to be playing. And while she realizes what that's all about, she still finds it a bit disturbing.
I understand why they're not for me, because I'm number one, and they root for the underdog. However, sometimes it bothers me because I do nothing to intimidate the crowd. And I think I'm on good behavior, and I'm trying 100%, trying my hardest. I'm playing good tennis, and sometimes it seems like they don't appreciate me.
Chris Everett, who doesn't really think it's funny. The NCAA Gymnastics Championships begin at Temple's McGonigal Hall tonight and will continue through Saturday night. And the Flyers are at the Spectrum tonight with the Washington Caps. This is Charlie Swift.
On Wall Street, the Dow Jones average of 30 industrials closed lower, down 5.35 at 994.10. In the WIP newsroom, this is Mike Matthews. The news brought to you in part by Household Finance, the company that solved more financial problems for more people than anyone else in the business. That's HFC, Household Finance. The weather fair tonight with a low near 35. Cloudy, windy, and cool tomorrow. Chance of showers and even snow flurries possible. The high, though, about 48. Cloudy and cool on Saturday. The high Saturday, 55. At the airport, 57 degrees. The humidity, 38%. Temperature on Rittenhouse Square is still 60.
This is the John Chambers Show with Tom Moran, and the thing they'll be talking about at least we're getting in hanging you most.
Hello, you. How's your trolleys? I'm John Chambers, and welcome to WIP 610 in Philadelphia.
Rail back, get rail back, rail back.
Hey, partner, you want to start something? Get Railback, heavy-duty supercells. From the wild Mustang drives in the Dakotas came a special breed of cowboy. The Bronc-Buster could outride and outlast any ordinary cowboy. And Railback heavy-duty supercells are a special breed that can outlast any ordinary battery. Matter of fact, there's a life chart on the most popular sizes that shows how much longer life you can get in radios, flashlights, cassettes, and toys. Shows these sizes can last more than 2 times longer than ordinary batteries. So if you want to start something, get Railback heavy-duty supercells.
Well, this is John Chambers back here on WIP, and I thought it's time we give you the cash call amount, as everybody knows. It is $409.61 in the WIP cash call jackpot.
Mom, you want to know how to pick out a perfect Easter ham? One that won't be too salty or too dry, but come Easter that'll take up tender, juicy, and unforgettably delicious? Then pick out a Dietz & Watson Easter ham, the kind of ham where all through dinner everybody keeps telling you how good it is and asking you to slice them just a little bit more. Dietz & Watson's been making delicious hams and deli meats for families like yours since 1940, specially preparing them for you the old-fashioned quality way, then smoking them to succulent perfection. Yeah, if your family really loves to eat good old-fashioned Easter ham, treat them to Dietz & Watson. Order yours today where you shop, because when it comes to Easter hams, once again, we've got the best recipe in the deli case.
For Dietz & Watson, because we use our own family recipes, and they're the best recipes in the deli case.
You mean you haven't gone yet? Tomorrow and Saturday are the last 2 days. The last 2 days of Bamberger's spring sale. Hundreds of new spring things you see every day at Bamberger's regular prices are substantially reduced. Right now, just when you want the most. And to make these last 2 days of Bamberger's spring sale really special, Bamberger's sales managers have added great new last-minute buys, so there are more sales, more savings for you, your family, your home. Tomorrow and Saturday, the last 2 days of Bamberger's spring sale.
Hi, here we're back with John Chambers' program on WIP. And of course, today is April Fool's Day, as you know, and by the time this program's over, you'll probably know why they called it that. WIP. Captain Antonio, Lonely Night. And that was the Captain and Tennille with Lonely Night. And we're here on the Tom Moran program. I'm John Chambers. We're having a fun time here, and now we're going to talk with Mr. Edelstein, is it, Tom?
Would you come in and introduce yourself?
I'm sorry, John. My name is Stanley Green.
Oh, Stanley Green. I'm
you
sorry.
see this head of hair?
Oh, that's right. You can tell.
A well-known
Big
man in
difference.
Philadelphia.
Thank you very much. I'm really excited about being on the program. Tom's a good pal of mine, and I just came from my restaurant. My partner's there watching the show. Eli correct me. He better watch that register, pal. Watch that bartender.
What restaurant is that?
It's called Winners. It's at 1823 Sansom. We cater to the jet set, the not yet set, and the props jet set.
Plug.
And Harry Katz.
And Harry J. Katz.
Yeah, okay. Let's see. What else can we ask him?
How much is in the cash call, Stanley?
Yeah.
You know?
$409.10.
Wrong. Sit down.
If you're planning a European vacation this year, think about this. There are 2,000 years of civilization awaiting you. Take the time to do it right. Because if you have the time, TWA has a special low fare that will save you money. A lot of money. It's TWA's Apex fare. And depending on the European city you fly to, Apex will save you from 45 to 50% off the cost of a regular economy ticket. All you have to do to get this great bargain is purchase your ticket at least 2 months before you plan to fly and stay in Europe from 22 to 45 days. Your travel agent or TWA will give you all the details. So spend a little more time experiencing the easygoing elegance and variety only Europe can offer, and you'll save a lot more money on your airfare. With TWA's Apex fare, we fly more people to Europe than any other airline, because to TWA, being the best isn't everything. It's the only thing.
Okay, and time check now. It's 4:20 drive time, and the weather forecast. Fair tonight, low near 35. Cloudy, windy, and cool tomorrow, with a chance of showers and, Tom, snow flurries. High around 48. Cloudy and cool on Saturday, high around 55. The winds are westerly at up to 25 miles per hour. The airport temperature is 57 degrees, humidity 38, and here on Rittenhouse Square, it's 60.
It's Pets on Parade, the complete educational animal show for children roaring into the Centrum, Brace and Berlin Roads, Cherry Hill, New Jersey, this Saturday and Sunday. Pet, touch, feed the animals. Take live elephant and camel rides. Meet Skippy the kangaroo, Zulu the zebra, Elmer the emu, plus hundreds more of Mother Nature's friendly creatures. Pets on Parade this Saturday and Sunday at the Centrum at Cherry Hill. Both days, 10 in the morning to late at night. Children only 99 cents. Don't miss it.
And that was John Chambers doing his Ken Garland impersonation of Blowing the Time. It's actually 5:21, not 4:21. Tom?
Bubble up your laughter, bubble up your tears, bubble up your everyday and bubble up your years.
Whatever you're doing, do it with Bubble Up, the sparkling soft drink with a tart, tangy kiss of lemon, kiss of lime flavor. So pour yourself some Bubble Up and...
Bubble up your best friend, bubble up your wife, bubble up with Bubble Up and bubble up your life.
Want to bubble up your budget too? Look for Bubble Up in the big 64-ounce bottles next time you shop. At most stores, you'll find these half-gallon crowd pleasers on sale for just 79 cents. That's right, just 79 cents. Bubble Up is great as a mixer or all by itself. So stock up on plenty while it's sale price for a limited time only at 79 cents. Bubble up your shopping this week and bubble up your savings too.
And bubble up your day.
If you're wondering what's going on here, this is April Fool's Day promotion by WIP. And I'm John Chambers, and I'm one of the many people that have been in here and will be in later today. And right now we have a song by Johnny Mathis for you. And that was Johnny Mathis with Wonderful, Wonderful. And we're having a wonderful time here on WIP with Tom Moran. It's April Fool's Day, and we're having some fun.
Hi, this is Bill Weber. Join me at the Echelon Tavern, Echelon Mall this Monday night for a disco party. Nostalgia, trivia, oldies, prizes, but mostly disco dancing. Monday night at the Echelon Tavern, 8 to 1. See you there.
Traffic not too bad on this rather event-filled April Fool's Day. Sluggish eastbound on the expressway from Spring Garden to 30th Street Station. On the Roosevelt Boulevard, we still have that disabled tractor-trailer northbound approaching 9th Street in the right lane. Traffic is slowed on the boulevard northbound from south of Ridge to Wayne with the Hicken, and once again from Broad to 9th Street where that tractor trailer is. Kettle Hill Street from 5th to Broad. Traffic now moves in a westbound direction. That was changed from eastbound. Arlington Bristol Bridge expects an opening at 6 p.m. We have a house, boat, and utility trailer ban on the New Jersey Turnpike. Bruce Hyman reporting for the ARCO Go Patrol.
You're the one.
What do you think of when we say fish?
Fish? It's not a very exciting thought.
Friday? Fish? No thanks.
What do you think? But McDonald's delicious Filet-O-Fish sandwich is changing this kind of thinking.
Fish? I draw a blank.
McDonald's Filet-O-Fish is a tender, mild fish fillet from the North Atlantic with cheese and our special tartar sauce all on a steam bun. It's a surprisingly different taste and a great change of pace.
You're the one. Filet-O-Fish is made for. It's a real surprising taste, 'cause you deserve a change of pace.
Now what do you think of when we say fish?
McDonald's! We do it all for you. We do it all for you. We do it all.
There's 40961 in the cash call jackpot. Remember, Mom.
610.
It's April Fool's Day, WIP Radio, Metro Media Station in Philadelphia.
Many Rizzo opponents think there's significance in the choice of this date, April Fool's Day, to publicize his proposed $1.3 billion budget for the new fiscal year. Well, there's not much to laugh at in his figures of an estimated $241 million in new or increased taxes. His Honor wants a $14 million increase in the real estate tax to $61 a thousand of assessed value, and he goes on.
We are requesting an increase in the wage tax from 3.3125 to 4%, and a petroleum processing tax of 5 cents a barrel. The latter is a new tax not previously requested.
His Honor, of course, notes this will be coupled with layoffs and other economies, and he says his figures include provisions for those tax increases now, this spring. Some mixed council reaction upcoming. In the WIP newsroom, this is Steve Ross. The news and sports brought to you in part by Michelin Tires. Whatever car you drive, you can afford to join the move to Michelin steel-belted radials. They cost less than you think.
Americans are on the move, going everywhere, and Michelin's the tire that's gonna take them there. Michelin first.
Respecting picket lines of a city craft union protesting projected cuts in pay. Today was the birthday of CONRAIL, the government-backed Northeast freight service now operating over 7 bankrupt lines. In a morning news conference, CONRAIL Chairman Ed Jordan spoke to Milton Schaap's criticism of the new entity as a backdoor to eventual federally owned railroads.
Fundamental changes have been made in how this railroad can and will be operated. The availability of funding, the protection of certain losses, changes the economic structure of the railroad substantially over what was possible previously.
No change in schedules or routes for the time being, and the wholesale price increased 0.2, or the wholesale price index increased 0.2% today. That's 0.2% last month after declining in the 2 preceding months.
Not too bad in afternoon traffic-wise. Just a couple of problems to contend with at 47th and Walnut Street. There's an automobile accident, and that has Walnut Street tied up pretty well. On the Roosevelt Boulevard, traffic heavy northbound from south of Ridge to Wayne with the Hicken, and then once again from Broad to 9th Street. Northbound approaching 9th Street in the right lane, we still have that disabled tractor trailer. Schuylkill Expressway traffic sluggish eastbound from Spring Garden down to 30th Street Station. On the New Jersey Turnpike, a house, boat, and utility trailer ban. Arlington Bristol Bridge expects an opening at 6 p.m. Bruce Hyman reporting.
The stock market closed lower today. Trading was fairly quiet. The Dow Industrial Average down about 5 1/3 points. The 65 stock average down about 1.5. This week's winner of the Hotline News Tip Award of $25 is Bob Margison of East Gall Street. First to call us March 24th with a story of one police officer being wounded by a second officer during pursuit of a suspect on North Darien Street. If you see news happening, or something you think may become news, dial the letters of your phone, HOTLINE, Hotline. and you too could be the weekly winner of $25.
Chris Everett won't be at all surprised if the crowd is pulling for Diane Fromholtz tonight when the two meet in a quarterfinal match of the Virginia Slims tennis tournament at the Palestra. As a matter of fact, Miss Everett will be surprised if it's any other way, because she's come to realize that's how it is when you're number one. The crowd roots against you and pulls for the underdog. Chris doesn't like it much. In fact, she thinks it's a bit unfair, especially when all she's trying to do is behave herself on the court and play good tennis. But she knows that Billie Jean King experienced the same thing when she was number one.
Yeah, she went through it about 10 years. Wherever she went, the crowds would always be rooting against her, and it went as far as when she would enter a city, they would boo her. And I haven't come to that yet.
But maybe she will, because that's how it is when you're number one. The National Gymnastics Championships get underway at 7 o'clock tonight at Temple's McGonigal Hall and continue through Saturday night. And the Flyers are home tonight with Washington. This is Charlie Swift.
Adams, Philadelphia's amazing men's clothing warehouse outlet on the riverfront, has just come up with a fantastic scoop. You know the movie star Cesar Romero, famous as one of the world's best-dressed men. Well, when the chain of Cesar Romero men's shops in Hollywood decided to call it a day, go out of business, Adams Warehouse buyers were there on the spot with ready cash. Grabbed the whole inventory for a song. Now you can buy these luxurious designer-styled clothes with the fabulous Cesar Romero label, the original Hollywood price tag still on every garment, 40 to 50% off at the Adams Warehouse on the riverfront. Romero suits, price slashed to $49. Romero sport coats, $29. Romero slacks, $10. Leisure suits, $29. 2 words of advice. Better hurry. Adams Men's Clothing Warehouse on the riverfront, Pier 36 North, foot of Poplar Street off Delaware Avenue. Open daily 10 till 9, Saturdays and Sundays 10 till 5. Always plenty of free parking.
Another new tourist attraction opened in the city this morning, what some think may be the sleeper of the bicentennial season. That, of course, is the Mummers Museum. That assessment agrees with the view of Furco String Band Captain Joe Blass, who chaired the opening ceremonies this morning.
I think it's a real tribute to we fellas as mummers, but I also think it's a real tribute to the city of Philadelphia that they have such devoted people that they would go out and do these different things, and it's really money-wise and so forth, there is nothing done, really. I mean, we don't really get any money out of the situation. It's just going out and helping other people have a good time.
And now the small museum staff has to come up with operating funds. New Jersey authorities concerned tonight about a money-raising effort by the Reunification Church in which candy is being sold under the label Bicentennial God Bless America. They've word from the Elmira, New York police that several people there reportedly became sick on suspected bacteria and or metal shavings in the stuff, and while they've so far been unable to conduct sufficient tests on it, they are advising people not to eat it until more is known of its origin. Accused mass murderer George Geschwint of Bensalem waived a preliminary hearing this morning and was continued without bail for further proceedings in the case April 21st. Geschwint accused of last month's killing of 5 members of the Abd family and a friend of theirs, all of his neighbors. The Soviet Union officially confirmed today it will join the U.S. in banning large-scale underground nuclear testing while talks on other nuclear explosions continue. And the latest in a long line of Lebanese ceasefires will go into effect tomorrow at 5 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. In the WIP newsroom, this is Steve Ross. The weather. Fair tonight, the low near 35. Cloudy, windy, and cool tomorrow with a chance of showers and snow flurries and the high 48. Cloudy and cool on Saturday, the high 55. The news and sports brought to you in part by Michelin Tires. Whatever car you drive, you can afford to join the move to Michelin's steel-belted radials. They cost less than you think. 57 degrees at the airport, the humidity 38%, and on Rittenhouse Square, 60.
This is the John Chambers program on WIP, April Fool's Day. And that was Gordon Lightfoot with People. This is John Chambers on the WIP 610 in Philadelphia cash call. And we have 40961 in the cash call jackpot. And now, a word from Gimbels. If you think April is too early to think about air conditioners, then Gimbels has some mind-changing news for you. A giant preseason sale of air conditioners. Gimbels knows it's early, so if you buy this week, you won't be billed till June. Pretty good, huh? Better yet, no carrying charges till June either. And you get this, if you buy this week, you get free normal installation in Gimbels service area, if installed by April 30th. You have the best brands to choose from, too. Emerson Quiet Cool, Fetters, Kelvinator, General Electric, and Fedric. Many high efficiency rated. So you can save on electric bills, too. Here are some of Gimbels' low sale prices. Feathers 5000 BTU air conditioner with 2-speed fan, just $159.99. GE 19,000 BTU multi-room high-efficiency air conditioner, just $379.99. Remember, both these prices and every sale price, including normal installation if you buy this week during Gimbel's gigantic pre-season air conditioner sale at all 10 Gimbel stores. You'll save a bundle and you won't be billed till June.
Operator, may I help you?
Yes, would you get me the number for the car loan service at Southeast National Bank?
Sir, you can dial those words direct.
Words? I can dial words?
They'll hear us. Just dial C-A-R-L-O-A-N. Car loan.
Car loan?
Yes, car loan. That's C as in Camaro, A as in Astra, R as in Renault, L as in Lincoln, O as in Opal, A as in Aspen, N as in Nova.
Hey, I like that. I like that a lot. You just dial the words car loan to get a car loan. And I like a girl who knows her cars, too. Tell me, what are you doing after work?
I'm sorry, I'm not permitted to give out that information.
How'd you like to go for a little spin in my new Ferrari?
The number for that is 66929.
66929?
That's no way. N as in never, O as in out of the question, W as in weirdo.
Get your car loan by dialing car loan. That's C-A-R-L-O-A-N. Car loan from Southeast National Bank of Pennsylvania. Member FDIC.
And the time is 5:45, and here's the weather. Fair tonight, low near 35. Cloudy, windy, and cool tomorrow, with a chance of showers and snow flurries. High around 48. Cloudy and cool on Saturday, a high around 55. Winds are westerly up to 25 miles per hour. The airport temperature, 57 degrees. Humidity, 38. And Rittenhouse Square, it's 60 degrees. And now, the 6th race from Garden State. The winner of the 6th race was Running Hot, which paid $18.40, $7.60, and $4.40. Joey's Return paid $7.60, $6.40. And Newswatch was last for a payoff of $4. The Exacta, 1 and 4, paid $138.20. Hope you had it, Dad.
610 WIP. 610 WIP.
Hi, and this is John Chambers on WIP Radio. And I thought you might like to know a little bit about myself. I work for Hoover Company out in Westchester Pike and Broomwall. Hi, gang, how you doing? And I'd also like to say hello to all my friends and my relatives listening out there. And especially to the guys that are up at WEXP Radio at LaSalle College. See, guys, you can make it to the top.
Announcing an irresistible offer to people of means. If you drive a late model BMW, Continental, Jaguar, Mercedes, Rolls-Royce, or what have you, visit an authorized Metropolitan Cadillac dealer and test drive a new Cadillac Seville. Then find out about our offer, the Seville Bonus Warranty Program. If you purchase a Cadillac Seville between March 25th and April 30th, we will maintain your Seville in accordance with Cadillac's recommended service schedule for 12,000 miles or 1 year free. That means oil and filter changes free, lubrications free, wheel alignment free, and much, much more. So drive your late model luxury car to your authorized Cadillac dealer. Then drive our luxury car, Seville, and get all the details about the Seville Bonus Warranty Program. It's an offer you can't resist.
In Jenkintown, visit Webb Cadillac, 1750 The Fairway, Jenkintown. Saturday, every item in Gimbel's curtain and drapery department is reduced 20 to 50%. That's right, 20 to 50%. You'll find curtains and draperies for every room in the house. And you'll save 20 to 50%. Yes, save 20 to 50% on all Gimbel's ready-made curtains, including beautiful sheer voiles and embroidered imports. Save 20 to 50% on all Gimbel's draperies, too. From casual wide-open weaves to traditional antique satins. Choose ready-made or ready-to-measure curtains and draperies in a tremendous variety of decorator colors. Save on Gimbel's curtain and drapery hardware, too. And Saturday at Gimbel's, you can save 20 to 50% on all decorator pillows, all in the hassocks and slip covers and throw covers. It's Gimbel's great decorator sale for smart decorators like you. 20 to 50% off every item in Gimbel's curtain and drapery departments. Saturday only, so be there early at all 10 Gimbel's stores.
Hello.
Hello?
Hello?
Hello, Mrs. Traub?
Hello there.
Oh, hi, Mrs. Traub. Haven't heard from you.
This John Chambers?
Sure is.
Johnny, yes, take care.
You're the wonderful Jack.
Gee, thanks, Mrs. Straub. What? Excuse me, Mrs. Straub, I can't hear you.
I can't hear you. On the radio or something?
Yeah, I'm on the radio right now on the Tom Moran Show.
Yeah, you got the entire home turned on. The ladies are going bananas.
Thank you, Mrs. Straub. I appreciate it. And that was Frank Sinatra with Softly As I Leave You from the 1964 songbook.
No, actually, it was me, the cook, and my wife, the businessman, who made that first restaurant work. I miss cooking. I really do. But I'll tell you, she didn't cry any when ADP started handling our payroll and the bills.
We're talking with the owner of this restaurant, or I guess I should say this chain of restaurants.
That was back when we had one restaurant. Now we have 23, with 23 managers, and I want them managing, not pushing paper. So we still control the paper right from here, with help from ADP, Automatic Data Processing. They handle our payroll, 750 people in 14 states, and our payables. I can buy zucchini, oh here, try some, in 23 different places at once. We couldn't be successful without that control.
ADP helps all kinds of businesses manage better with computerized payroll, accounts receivable and payable, and general ledger bookkeeping services.
In Philadelphia, call ADP at 923-8400. New Jersey, call Collect 923-8400.
Your ride home this evening shouldn't be too bad. There's just a couple of minor problems on the Tacony-Palmyra Bridge westbound that's coming into Philadelphia. Right near Philly, we had a three-vehicle automobile accident that has traffic slow going in that direction on the bridge. On the Roosevelt Boulevard northbound west of Somerdale Avenue, a disabled vehicle in the right lane. And we also have that disabled tractor-trailer in the right lane approaching 9th Street. Northbound traffic on the boulevard slow from south of Bridge to Wayne with the Hicken. At 47th and Walnut Streets, an automobile accident. Burlington-Bristol Bridge expects an opening at 6 p.m. Bruce Hyman reporting.
When you get down to basics, an airline is planes and people. Delta Airlines has some really nice people working for you. The Delta Professionals, men and women who know their jobs and love their work. Now, there are some 28,000 Delta Professionals who go all out to make your trip smooth and easy. From the time you pick up your phone till the time you pick up your bags. Now, if you're planning a trip to Atlanta, a Delta Professional will tell you the best flights and lowest fares. Delta's night coach Freedom fare to Atlanta is just $47 each way on round trips with some ticket and travel restrictions. So next trip to Atlanta, to Birmingham, New Orleans, Houston, or to other cities in the South, fly with the Delta Professionals. For reservations and for details on thrifty Freedom fares, call Delta or your travel agent. Delta is ready when you are.
And this is WIP. It's 2.5 minutes till 6.
The thing that always remains the same at Ladybug is the very fact that nothing stays the same at Ladybug. As quickly as the styles change, we have them. And that will never change.
Ladybug, the more you see, the better we look.
See Ladybug's newest collection of imported natural straw sandals at Ladybug, Suburban Square, Ardmore, or the Ladybug in Wayne.
610 WIP.
That was Elvis and Hurt. And coming up after me is Jack Betzel. This is John Chambers. I hope you enjoyed the show. Keep those cards and letters, folks, coming in to Dean Tyler. I want to come back here and get rid of Tom here. And this is WIP Radio, Metro Media Station in Philadelphia.
Pennsylvania's House of Representatives has, for the second consecutive day, voted thumbs down on the Schaap administration budget. It's a $4.7 billion proposal. There's plenty of time to get the job done, though. It doesn't have to be passed until the end of June to avoid the annual budget crisis. In Philadelphia, Mayor Frank Rizzo has turned over to City Council his plan for taxing and spending in the coming year, $1.3 billion for this one city. The real estate tax to go up 14 mils retroactive to January 1st under the Rizzo plan. The wage tax to go up to 4%. The mayor claims that cutbacks in his budget proposal add up to $37 million in savings, $11.5 million to be saved by eliminating 905 non-uniformed employees' jobs.
We are planning job and service reductions. We will make every effort to do these in areas where we will not hurt people who look to us for help.
The mayor is proposing another new tax, which could shake up the major refineries operating here, a nickel a barrel tax on all petroleum products processed in the city. That could mean an additional $10,000 a tanker load in cost to the companies. The WIP Newsroom, this is Mike Matthews. The news brought to you by Connor McGoldrick Lincoln Mercury, 7700 Germantown Avenue in Chestnut Hill, where you can get a free CB radio with the purchase of a new car. The news also brought to you by Continental Bank, where you're always number one.
Listen good. Listen happy, because I'm going to give you some good news if you're going to buy a new car. Continental Bank has lowered its rates on new car loans. Continental Bank has a sale on new car loans. Listen good. Listen happy. You can save enough money when you take advantage of these new low rates. You can save enough money to add on some of those optional extras you thought you couldn't afford. I mean, now you can get more car because your new car loan costs less at Continental Bank. Listen good, listen happy. If you're going to buy a new car, see Continental Bank about the money for that new car, because Continental Bank has a sale on new car loans right now.
You know you're always number one at Continental Bank.
Member FDIC.
The Director of Consumer Health Services in New Jersey says an alert distributed to some police departments in New Jersey regarding the sale of possibly contaminated candy was premature. He sounds rather irate toward the Department of Public Information for the Health Department for explaining the story also to the news media. The candy in question is labeled Bicentennial God Bless America Festival Candy. It's being sold on the street as a fundraising device by the Unification Church. The State Health Department says it is not being embargoed from sale at this time. It is not being impounded. There is no evidence that there's anything wrong with it. Police departments in New Jersey were advised by police in Elmira, New York, that 9 people there had become ill after eating the candy, and the New Jersey Health Department then said that it would be wise not to consume it until tests had been completed. The Director of Consumer Health Services, though, Dr. Oscar Sussman, says making that information public through what he considers the wrong channels adds up to an unfounded scare. The man accused of killing 6 people in Bucks County, George Geschwint of Ben Salem Township, has waived a hearing. He'll be held